In this video, I'm gonna give you 9 reasons you might not want to move to Louisville. I'm gonna give you honest and some ugly truth that others might shy away from. So stay with me to the end to learn about them all. Now, even though this city has some negative things that I'll be sharing here, don't get me wrong, I still love living here. And like any other place on the planet Earth, Louisville is not perfect. But if you're thinking about moving here, it's important to be informed. And on this channel, that's exactly what I do. I provide the information you need to learn about our city to help you make an informed decision. Hey everyone, welcome to Louisville Living. My name is Paul and I create videos where I talk about real estate and what it's like to live in Louisville. And on this channel, I bring you everything you need to know when considering your move to Louisville. So be sure to click that like and subscribe button now to stay up to date with all of my videos. Let's roll. Alright, here's reason number 1 for you. No big city feel. If you're packing your bags from New York or San Francisco, thinking that Louisville is your next flashy destination, you might want to slow down a little bit. Here's the deal. Louisville is charming, but it's no concrete jungle where dreams are made of, and that's okay. See, Louisville marches to the beat of its own drum. We're not trying to be another Times Square or Fisherman's Wharf. Our city is more about laid-back vibes and friendly faces than about skyscrapers and blinding lights. Now, if you're into never sleep kind of life, you might find that our nightlife is a bit cozy. Yeah, cozy. We've got great spots, but they don't scream glitz and glamour 24/7. In Louisville, our idea of wild night might not match the endless options of a metropolis. Sure, we've got 4th Street life, a bustling hub with bars, restaurants, and live music. It's our slice of the city buzz, but it's not quite the neon-soaked nights of a larger city. Think more local bands and less grand DJ sets. More craft beers, less champagne shower. And hey, we got Top Golf recently. It's a fantastic place for some laid-back fun, hitting golf balls, and having good laughs with friends. But if you're looking for high-end clubs and rooftop parties that last till the sunrise, you might find our scene a bit on the quieter side. But hey, if you're ready for a change of pace, where life is sweet but not always as fast, then we might just surprise you. Oh, and before I keep going, I just want you to know that in addition to my YouTube channel, I'm also a full-service realtor with Keller Williams Louisville. If you're looking to buy or sell a home in the Louisville area, book an appointment with me today using the link in the description below. Drop me a comment, give me a call, text me, whatever works for you best. I absolutely love it when my viewers reach out to me to help them with their real estate needs. So click the link below and book a call with me today. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel for more Louisville insight. Now let's get back to business. Reason number 2. This one might make you sneeze a bit more than usual if you're thinking about moving to Louisville. Yep, you guessed it, it's allergies. Louisville consistently ranks as one of the worst places in the US for allergies, especially during the spring season. The Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America often lists us high on its annual report due to high pollen scores, significant allergy medication usage, and the availability of board-certified allergists in the area. The main culprit is pollen, and a lot of it. Louisville's location in the Ohio Valley means we've got an abundance of trees and plants that just love to release their pollen, particularly in the rainy weather. This turns our city into a bit of a pollen party zone, especially in the spring and fall. During these seasons, if you step outside, you might feel like the Mother Nature is throwing a pollen party, and guess what? You're invited. This means if you're someone who gets watery eyes, runny nose, and start sneezing uncontrollably at the mere sight of a dandelion, you might want to stock up on those allergy meds. But it's not all bad news. Knowing this, you can be prepared. Louisville is still a wonderful city with plenty to offer, and with the right allergy management strategy, you can still enjoy everything the city has, even if you're an allergy sufferer like I am. Moving to reason number 3. If pollen floating in the air wasn't enough for you, there's something in the air in Louisville that's a bit less natural, but just as important. Air pollution. When it comes to air quality, Louisville faces some challenges that are worth considering if you're planning on moving here. Louisville has been identified as one of the top cities in the US for ozone pollution, earning it an F grade for it. The State of the Air 2022 report by the American Lung Association placed Louisville as the 41st most polluted city for ozone pollution, marking a slight deterioration compared to the previous year's ranking. The situation with particle pollution isn't much better. Louisville experienced more unhealthy days of high ozone and short-term particle pollution in recent years. The city was ranked 63rd for worst short-term particle pollution and 27th for year-round particle pollution. The good news is that the city is actively working to improve its air quality. The EPA has been collaborating with the city of Louisville to develop new technologies to help them measure toxic air pollution more accurately. This includes an automated gas chromatograph, which has shown significant improvements in air quality in some areas compared to past studies. From air quality concerns, let's dive into something that's yet again up in the air in Louisville. Reason number 4, let's talk about the weather. And not just any weather, but Louisville's most famously unpredictable weather. If you're moving to Louisville, one thing you should be prepared for is its wild weather. The city experiences a wide range of weather conditions, making it a bit of a roller coaster ride throughout the year. And not to totally scare everyone, we don't really get a lot of devastating storms. I'm mostly talking about the temperatures here. Summers in Louisville can be hot and humid, often sending residents in search of relief in air-conditioned spaces. This, of course, can lead to higher electricity bills, especially during those scorching summer months when your AC is likely to be working overtime. But wait, there's more. Just when you think you've got the hang of the hot summers, winter comes along with its own set of surprises. Louisville winters are known for their wild temperature swings. One day you might be in your warmest coat, and the next you could be enjoying a surprisingly mild afternoon. Some days you might even see all 4 seasons in the same 24 hours. It's just that crazy. And those fluctuations can be quite a shock, especially if you're used to more consistent winter climates. Alright, here comes reason number 5, and if you're a traveler, pay close attention. Your travel habits might be affected. I'm talking about flight options at Louisville's Muhammad Ali International Airport. Louisville's main airport, despite its international designation, presents a bit of a puzzle for travelers. While it's named Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport, the only international part of it is its port of entry for numerous international cargo flights, especially for the UPS's World Port. It doesn't offer any regularly scheduled international passenger flights. This means if you're looking to jet off to an international destination directly from Louisville, you're out of luck. The airport, however, has made strides in expanding its domestic reach. In 2021, they brought in 2 new airlines, Breeze and Spirit, and announced 12 new direct flights. This expansion means that Louisville's airport now offers direct flights to 37 domestic destinations. While it's a significant improvement, it's still limited compared to the larger hubs around the country. If you're used to the convenience of a vast array of direct flights from a major airport, this might be an adjustment for you. For frequent travelers, this limitation means that you'll find yourself connecting through other airports in order to reach a final international destination. It's an extra step that can add time and complexity to your travel plans. So if you're someone who travels internationally often, this might be an important factor for you to consider when thinking about moving to Louisville. For reason number 6, let's discuss another aspect of Louisville that's important to many: sports. Specifically, the city's professional sports scene, or rather, the lack of it. Louisville, while a major city in many aspects, does not have any major professional sports teams like some of our closest neighbors do. I think this can be a bit of a letdown for sports fans who are used to the excitement and the community spirit that goes along with teams in the big leagues like the NBA or the NFL. Though Louisville's location makes us a unique spot for sports fans, the city is close enough to other cities with professional sports teams, allowing residents to easily root for teams in the nearby cities. Whether it's catching a game in Cincinnati, Indianapolis, or Nashville, you'll never be too far from major league action. But while Louisville may not have the big-name professional sports teams that the other cities have, it does have a strong and passionate sports culture, particularly around college teams. The University of Louisville and the University of Kentucky have huge fan bases, and their games are major events in the city, attracting large crowds and generating a lot of excitement. Reason number 7, something we all hate, well, most of us do anyway: taxes. Specifically, recent changes to the tax law that took effect in 2023 that are impacting taxes on many new services. In 2023, Kentucky underwent significant tax law changes. One of the key changes was the sales tax. The Kentucky legislature expanded the sales tax to include 35 new service categories. This means that starting January 1st, 2023, services like photography, marketing, Parking services, auto clubs, massage and cosmetics were among many others that became subject to the state's 6% sales tax. While these changes might be discouraging, it's not all tax increases. The state also saw a reduction in personal income tax rates. Governor Andy Beshear signed a law which lowered the state personal income tax rate from 5 to 4.5% as of January 1st, 2023, and further down to 4% effective January 1st, 2024. I think it's important to note that while some of these changes bring additional costs, especially in the form of taxes and services, the reduction of income tax rates is likely to balance out the overall tax burden on residents. For those considering moving to Louisville, these tax changes might be a vital factor to consider. While the reduction in income tax might be welcome, the expanded sales tax on services could impact your budget, especially if you frequently use the newly taxed services in your personal or business life. Reason number 8. Louisville, like many other cities, has its share of traffic problems, especially during the rush hour. If you're planning to move here, be prepared for heavy traffic, and not just during the morning or evening commute, but also throughout the day on some of the major roads like Bardstown Road or Shelbyville Road. It can get very congested. If you're coming from a place with smoother traffic flow, this can be a significant adjustment for you. On the other hand, if you're coming from places like New York or LA, I think you'll find Louisville traffic pretty moderate. That is, until you get used to it. Another major point to consider when thinking about moving around the city is Louisville's public transportation. The only option of public transportation here is the Targ bus, which is often characterized as slow, inefficient, and unreliable. This can be very frustrating to residents who are looking for a consistent and dependable way to commute. The reality is this: if you want to get around the city efficiently, you're most likely going to need to drive. This dependence on personal vehicles can be a drawback for those who prefer public transit for environmental, economic, or other reasons. It also means that you should factor in the cost of owning a vehicle as well as the time you'll spend in traffic. It's not all gloom though. Louisville has been making efforts to improve its transportation infrastructure. As of now, these efforts are still in the development stage, and it might be a while before any significant improvement is seen in the public transport system. Lastly, for reason number 9, I think we need to talk about accessing healthcare in Louisville. In the past few years, I found out that scheduling an appointment with a healthcare provider can be a frustrating experience. There is simply no availability of appointments when you need them with regular doctors, and even more so with specialists. Sometimes you have to wait for weeks to be seen. For new patients, this problem further amplified. When my doctor of 24 years moved out of state, I had to wait for 2 months for an appointment with a new doctor as a new patient. I think it's important to note that this problem isn't unique to Louisville. Many cities around the United States deal with similar issues. Factors contributing to this widespread challenge include high demand for healthcare services, a limited number of specialists in certain areas, and administrative processes that can prolong the wait times. If you're considering moving to Louisville, I would advise to plan ahead when it comes to healthcare. Start looking for healthcare providers early and establish a relationship with the primary care physician. This will make navigating the system somewhat easier and might also expedite the process of getting referrals to specialists whenever you need it. Overall though, I think Louisville has an abundance of healthcare facilities, and some have more availability than others. You just need to plan ahead a little bit more. Well folks, there you have it, 9 reasons that you should consider before deciding to move to Louisville. In my opinion, Louisville is still a great place to live with many pluses that outweigh the minuses. Check out my pros and cons video right here for some positive aspects to consider as well. If you're interested in buying or selling a home in the Louisville area, book an appointment with me today using the link in the description below, or give me a call or text. I would love to assist you with all of your real estate needs in and around Louisville. Until next time.